It's Week 5 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on the dual threat Lamar Jackson. You can't ask for much more than his last game, a 5-touchdown effort. It's the Bisons and the River Hogs, under the lights.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. As we get a look at a guy who grew up in Florida, played his college ball, of course, in Louisville. It's the electric Lamar Jackson.
Not sure what you thought, but I thought it was appropriate when he walked into our meeting with his arm totally encased in ice, because he threw 5 touchdown passes last week and won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award.
Yeah, but reading the paper this morning, and he said, gosh, I actually thought I should have got 6 or 7. But still, it was an amazing performance a week ago.
Boy, I tell you what, if he thought he should have had 6 or 7, that's a guy who's an absolute perfectionist, not just greedy.
Now the numbers on the ground for Pacheco last week. 22 carries, 86 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a change-up.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Jackson from the shotgun.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Again, it's Pacheco.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Bradley Chubb came in and got him.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throws taken in by Waddle.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And they're working inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the 1st.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Here's a 1st and 10. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco tonight. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession.
And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He finds the rookie, Zay Flowers. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Herbert. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards to pick up there.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 99 yards, and a touchdown.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
Herbert now. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
He's got his target. That's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 yards down to the 15 and a first down. Herbert operating from the red zone. Over the middle, complete. That's Hopkins. Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 12-yard line.
Herbert. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. It'll be a gain of 5, and now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Herbert on 3rd down now. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Gano's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 33 yards that time.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down. Jackson will throw again. He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
When you look at this defense,
there are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
So in prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rice. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And Jackson throwing once more. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Columbus with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. They'll come up 2nd and 7 as they've got it as we resume action.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year.
And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It was JPP that time, Jason Pierre-Paul, who got in there to blow that play up. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
Returnable here for Davis. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Isaiah Pacheco and the offense back out.
Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season, and of course it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for them.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes.
From the 41, here's second down and 7.
Jackson now.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Jackson.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain an 11-point spread.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce.
Stays on his feet. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
2 yards to go, second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Play action. It's Herbert. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Here's Herbert. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him in with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now Jackson.
This to the tight end, Kincaid.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Jackson's throw pulled in by Lamb.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now a 2nd and 10. Jackson had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Now Jackson able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange some.
Against have 1st down yardage. Now it's Jackson. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bisons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football.
And said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. That is caught. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Gets the dump off to Pierce. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Davis now to return it. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Isaiah Pacheco and the offense back out. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Flush to his right.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Here's Jackson to throw. Throw left side to Kincaid. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. A quick throw there is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Jackson will throw again.
For the defense.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. The final shot before the break for Herbert. Tunyon's got it on the out route. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Atlanta, where you see the final score there. Teddy Bridgewater leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Ramondre Stevenson, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. Finally, let's get to Silicon Valley to check on the 49ers at home.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Now this offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll come on to kick this one away. .47-yard punt, a return of 4.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Now we take a glance, 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
To throw is Jackson.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Bison.
Jackson now. Throw left side, completion to Rice. Him down as he's inside the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Shoves him away. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. It's Rice. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
First down, Columbus.
Looking to throw. Jackson. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. To throw again is Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Dalton Kincaid. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bisons are able to add on to that lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Herbert off of play action. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy.